From not seeing the inside of a gym for over 2.5 years to being in the gym every single day. From cutting out coffee completely to upping my food to minimum 200 gram protein days, the correct amount of carbs and calorie intake. From treating my body like crap to realizing that my body is absolutely my temple, with a minimum amount of 8 hours of sleep every single night. How's my fake sleeping look? Well, I realized that if I set a discipline to myself, I do the correct things for something as little as 60 days. It's going to create habits in my life. After 60 days, I'm not going to have to purposely wake up and do these things. It's going to be my routine. It's going to be my lifestyle. It's going to be a habit. It's just another walk in the park. To now being in the gym 5 to 6 days out of the week. 5 days minimum, 6 days maximum. Sticking to a routine, not allowing myself to get lazy, break off of this, waking up every single day, knowing what I need to do today, and doing it. The whole point of this, you may ask? Well, after 60 days, even after 30 days, these things start to become a routine. You don't even have to wake up and think about them anymore. It just goes to show that if you actually give yourself the correct amount of discipline, if you focus in the ways that you know that you need to, you can make life-altering changes. And it's going to become your lifestyle. I am 30 days into the 60 days. I've already seen tremendous results. Here's what I've done over the last 30 days. Here's what I'll do over the next 30 days. And I'm never gonna stop doing it, by the way, after the next 30 days. You need your supplements. I'm back on creatine. And how could you expect any growth without protein? And this is a must. Well, for starters, let's start here. When you work as much as I work, when you put in all the hours every week, when you're running your own business, when you have your own day job, and you're just doing everything possible to bring in as much income as you can as a young man, you gotta know something, that it's not gonna be easy. And if you guys paid attention to the checklist that I talked about earlier in this video, something along the lines of no BS, no making excuses, you gotta wake up every single day, get out and do what you need to do. And well, if you take away anything from this video, it's gotta be that right there. There's no hiding it. There's no BS. There's no filter. Every single day, you gotta wake up. You gotta do things that you just really probably do not want to do. You're gonna want to do it maybe at nighttime when your day's over, when you're laying in bed, when all that motivation fills you. But when the morning comes around and you're lazy and you're tired and you want to not do anything, you gotta be able to step up. You gotta be able to step above that and get done what you need to get done. The goals that you set for yourself every single day, get out and accomplish it. Now, when I've waken up every day for the past 30 days, I haven't just set out to complete the things that I told you guys about on that checklist. There's a bunch of other things that I choose to commit to every single day. I plan on eating at least 4 meals every single day. Like I told you, getting 200 grams of protein, my calorie, all that good stuff in every single day as well. But making sure just on top of everything I'm eating. I've cut out coffee from my life entirely. I drink no more coffee. But another thing I've cut out is soda. Anything else that you could think of besides water and protein shakes. That's all I've had for the past 30 days. Now, have I had my struggles? Have I had my times where I was, just low on sugar? I was working all day long on my feet. I got lightheaded. And I've resulted to having, a cup of lemonade. I have unfortunately resulted to having a cup of soda over these last 30 days, I believe twice. Now, not everybody's perfect. Outside of those 2 times, all I've had is water and protein shakes for this last 30 days. And let me tell you something, I felt clearer in the head than I've ever felt before. I felt healthier, I felt more mobile, I've had less aches in my body, less stomach aches, less just headaches, everything. All I've done for these last 30 days is ate at home and drank water. And it's made all the difference in my life. Nice. Just finished up for the night, took a nice shower, ate dinner, did some work for the business. I just did some editing. It's finally time to lay down and go to sleep. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of things like Red Dead Redemption. It used to be Fortnite, GTA 5. That's kind of what I used to do at about this time, at about 12:30, midnight. I would hop on the game, I would play the game up until 5 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning. I traded the market every single day. So I was always up early. I used to average about 2.5, 3 hours of sleep every single night. I just finished up with everything that I needed to do for the night. And I do go to sleep pretty much right away, so I'll probably be sleeping. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody.
What Mark Norman special has. So he just put it up on Instagram, or YouTube rather. make a ladder. We could do this afterwards.
I take these twice a day. They're mullein leaves. You start taking these, I'm telling you, literally after like 2 to 3 days, you'll find yourself spitting out all your mucus, and you'll feel your system literally just begin to clear up. So super, super helpful right here. I've been taking it for years and years and years. And here's another one, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, a little bit of fish oil. I've had these, on and off for the last couple of years as well, but I have not been doing them consistently. So another thing that I've been doing for these last 30 days is every single day, making sure that I'm having one of these. Like I said, I've been taking these for years as well, but on and off, I have not been consistent about it. So I've been consistent with the both of these for the last 30 days, and I plan on being consistent with it for the rest of my life. I'm not too crazy on the supplements. I don't take a million things every single day. I'm not that kind of person. But at the same time, I try to, take the things that are essential. Another thing that I've been consistent on for the last 30 days is creatine. If you're not familiar with creatine, don't, make it something in your routine if you're not big on the gym, if you're not working out a lot, if you're not looking for muscle growth. This helps a lot with muscle growth. It also helps with recovery. It'll make your recovery a lot better. Your soreness, just your pain, stuff like that, you'll recover a lot better as long as you drink enough water. If you're not drinking enough water, if you're not getting your gallon of water in every single day, this could hurt you a lot. It could definitely be a negative thing. It could hurt your body. You need to make sure that you're supplying yourself correctly outside of this. This can't be something that you just jump into and you just start taking. But if like I said, if you're drinking enough water, stuff like that, this is super beneficial if you use it correctly. Don't worry, I'm not having a meeting with the police, you guys. I'm not arrested. We're chilling. This is where I come and I take my walks every day. So another part of the thing that I've been doing for these last 30 days and making sure... Why is that car having to interrupt my audio, bro? Like, don't they know I'm filming a YouTube video? Disrespectful people, man. Disrespectful people. Wow, disrespectful, man. This guy's staring at me like, bro, you're the problem, bro. Why are you driving so loud? Especially when I got a long day at work, I kind of like to always come out and take a walk beforehand or maybe afterwards, just some point during the day that's going to allow me to have a little bit of a brain break. Just kind of get away from everything, everybody, and have some time to myself, So I think that this is one of the most important parts of my routine, is just making sure that I have this time to myself every day. This is something that I have done consistently pretty much every single day. Not for the past 30 days, but honestly for the past couple of years. Again, without these walks, without stuff like this, if you can see right now, I'm just kind of chilling on this bridge. Nice. It's just a nice area, and this is one of the spots that I come to, but I have like 5 locations in my town. There's like a dozen different places that I go to just around my state. A couple different spots in New York, which is a surrounding state to me. And I love to spend my time outside. I love to just be out here, be with the nature, be with just the quietness, with the birds, and just think, just spend a lot of time thinking. You could have, all the dieting and all the discipline and all the hard work and your business and your endeavors or whatever in your life, of course. But if you don't have that time to just spend on your own by yourself and to actually think and process things, if you don't give yourself a little bit of time to just relax, you're going to go crazy. You're going to see yourself just start to lose it, and you're not going to be able to hold on to it. And you just have to have that thing in your life that's an escape, and this for me has always been my escape. Your escape might not be taking walks and spending time outside like this, but your escape might be something else, but we all have something in our life that we have to make sure that we're consistently doing. And if we're not consistently doing, then we're just going to start to go crazy, right? And this is definitely that thing for me. But even if it's not your thing, I can't recommend anything more than to just get outside, be with nature a little bit, because you'll enjoy it, I promise. Alrighty, you guys. Another thing that is absolutely essential. Cannot stress this one enough. If I did not have this as part of my daily routine, I don't even know what I would be, bro. I wouldn't even be existing. It's music, baby.
Bitch, I'm tryna slow. I ain't got no time to punt. I'm feeling fuck up my mind. Is it you? Is it her? We probably trip to the.
And with the work of a whole bunch of YouTube magic, the day is over. I am now in my bed for the night. And like I said, you guys, without me having that time of day to just kind of take a walk, just have a brain break, just to be able to think, chill, there's no way I would be able to do things like build these habits. The most important thing out of all of this is how am I actually achieving physical results? I gained 40 pounds over the course of 3 months. And so, I know the one question everybody is still asking at home. How did I get so incredibly huge, just, all around ginormous, 10 times, maybe even 100 times more handsome than before? And, just such smooth, glowing skin. Alright, let me chill. But on a serious note, if you want to know the thing that really, at the end of the day, is going to make, the make or break, it's going to actually make the difference, it's going to be going to the gym. It's going to be, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's going to be going at least 5 times a week, 6 times maximum. You still got to give yourself a rest day in there, make sure you're resting. But ultimately, it's going to be getting in the gym, lifting weights, and you don't even necessarily have to be going to a gym per se. But every single day, you gotta be, getting your heart rate up. You gotta be doing something physically active, and you gotta be breaking a sweat. Whether it's going and taking your jiu-jitsu classes or your martial arts classes or your sports that you play, or it's just getting in the gym every single day. Whatever it is, however you choose to do it. But you're gonna have to be elevating your heart rate every single day, pretty much, physically exhausting your body. If you're looking to build muscle, you're honestly gonna have to get in the gym. The only way to actually grow your body, to actually put on muscle in any kind of part of your body, is to exhaust it with a whole bunch of weight, fatigue it, and you're gonna see it grow. You can go to the gym every single day, but if you're not supplying yourself outside of the gym, like we already talked about in this video, it's never gonna make any kind of difference. But if you're already doing these things outside of the gym, like eating correctly, sleeping correctly, like I said, it's more important to eat correctly. You're intaking the correct things every single day, the right supplements. You're efficient with your eating. You're efficient with your sleeping. If you already have those 2 things under control, I would say the third thing is just having a mental clarity. Is you're actually happy in life. You're actually motivated. You're actually doing these things because you want to do these things, and you're happy with the place that you're at in life. If you're at those points in your life, then it's time to get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Then it's time to actually start, pushing your body, because then that's where you're actually going to see results. And I think it took me a while to realize this. Over these last couple of years, I kind of became depressed. I was not where I wanted to be in life. I was doing drugs. I was just not an all-around good person. So it took me a while to actually realize the hole that I had dug myself in, and that I was just actively digging myself in. And once you realize the hole that you're actively, especially when you're actively digging yourself down the hole, when you realize in the moment what you're doing to yourself, you have 2 options. You have the choice to make a change and fix yourself, or you have the choice to notice that you are digging yourself in a hole actively, and you have the choice of letting that make you depressed and not making the change because you're like, oh, I'm already at this point. There's no way I could fix this. I've already, whatever you've done to yourself, I've already done these things to myself. There's no going back. And you choose to make the same exact decisions, and you lead your life down the same exact path. And it just leads you. And I did that for a while. For a while, that's what happened with me. I just became super depressed. I no longer even, I hated being in my own body. I actually had that feeling of, and by the way, I was never like this as a kid, so it was a very sad thing. It's a very sad thing to look back on, but it's very true. That was my life for a couple of years. I didn't even notice for a while, right? Maybe a good year and a half. I was totally blindsided by the fact that I stopped going to the gym because I was focused on my business and making money. And I said, oh, if I'm making money, who cares about going to the gym and working out? I don't have time for that. I'm too busy worrying about this. And this is what's actually important. And then I started to do things like drugs and hanging around bad people and getting into relationships that, just ultimately my mindset got completely destroyed and deterred. And I lost track of what was actually important in my life. When I say that I wasn't eating healthy, I wasn't eating at all. You guys gotta understand, I went from a good 180 pounds to a good 135 pounds. That's a 55-pound difference. And that happened to me in about a year and a half. And during that time, I never stepped on a scale once. I stopped going to the gym. I was just working all day, every single day. Yes, I was accumulating, I was building myself financially, but that doesn't mean nothing. When I finally just looked at myself, and one day I just kind of realized, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing to myself? But for a while, you guys, my whole point of this is, I had the mindset of, it's too late to make these changes. It's too late to fix yourself. Look what you've done to yourself. And I was so angry at myself for so long and so depressed, and I didn't even know why. And everything in this world was the enemy, and I just hated everything and everyone and all this and that. And I think deep down I understood that I was actually angry at myself. But yeah, I was almost at the point in life where it's like I felt like I couldn't even do anything about it. It took me another year and a half of still weighing that same amount, still eating less and less every day, and just digging myself deeper to finally realizing that I'm just gonna die. I was in the hospital. I was very, my heart was not doing good. My lungs, my kidneys, they were all deteriorating massively from what I was doing to my body. And I just had the realization that I have a family who I love. I have parents who I love. And it's not right by them they put in so much work to raise such good kids. And I just had that realization that I'm going to let all that work go to nothing. Like, I'm just going to amount to nothing in my life. That's really what I'm going to be, nothing. And I just realized that money is not the most important thing. All I was ever focused on was making money, stacking money. And I began to realize that doesn't make you something. It truly doesn't. And if I'm not going to be a good person, if I'm not going to treat myself correctly, then what's the point of this? I'm just going to die. And the way that it was looking, I wasn't going to make it to 21. I'm still 20 years old, by the way. I just turned 20 a couple months ago. And I don't even know if I would still be here right now if I didn't make those changes. It was definitely not looking good. So I do say for the past 30 days, these are the decisions that I've been making, because for these last 30 days, I've actually kind of wrote it out, and I've actually made the checklist and done these things that I've talked to you guys about in this video. But it's been a couple good months now that I've actually been doing these things. I've actually been making the choice of, being in the gym 6 days out of the week, eating properly, and drinking enough water every day, and doing things that are just going to make me an all-around better person. And it is true, by the way. If you eat and fuel yourself correctly, and you're actually healthy, you feel better, you are a better person, you act better around people, and you just make better choices, better decisions that ultimately, by the way, have put me in the best financial position I've ever been in my life. I'm in the best financial position I've ever been in right now, currently, present. And if I wasn't making these choices, I wouldn't have been. I used to be spending my money on bullshit, doing stupid stuff. Now, I'm making the correct decision. So, all around, you guys, I just hope you took away something from this video. I'm not going to sit here and continue to yap away, but I just wanted you to understand kind of where I'm at in my life. Just understand that you don't have to make every single change in the world tonight. That's not the whole point of this video. The point of this video is just realize where you're at in life, and if you're not happy with where you're at in life, know that you can change those things. Know that it's never, ever, ever too late. If you are still breathing and walking on this earth, you can make these changes, no matter what position you're in. It doesn't matter. But don't have that mindset that I used to have of, oh, it's too late to make these changes. It doesn't even matter anymore. I've already done so much bad to myself. Might as well just, stick at this point. But still a good person. I don't want you guys to confuse that. I used to be a great person to other people. Nobody even knew this about me, But I was always deep down. I was always angry at the world, and it's not a way to live. It's just nowhere near a way to live. So be happy with yourself, love yourself, and treat yourself with love. Fuel yourself correctly. Get out there, hit the gym, go play a sport, go have a hobby that's physically active. Go take a run every day. Like I told you guys, I take a walk every day. If you don't want to go to the gym, go for a run every day. I'm telling you, you're going to start to feel better in a matter of a week. So just do something. Get out of bed every day. Have a passion, have a goal, and go achieve that shit. That's basically the point of this video. In 30 more days from now, I'm going to make another video just like this. And we're going to see where we're at. We're going to track our progress one more time. You're going to see my videos over the next 30 days doing the same stuff that we've been doing and we talked about in this video, and the same stuff that I've been doing in my past videos. Working hard every day, getting out there, achieving what I need to achieve. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Nonetheless, I appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and more importantly, be sure to drop a comment down below, and just let me know what you thought about the video. But yeah, I appreciate you watching this video. I'm dropping a video pretty much every other day on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe and stick around for that. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.